What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. In this channel we talk about the stock market and we do it in two different languages, English and Spanish. So if English is not your cup of tea, you can also watch this very same video narrated by me in Spanish. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to make a quick stock market update going over what happened today in the S&P 500, which is the most important index of the United States stock market. I also want to show you some trades that I closed in today's trading session. And at the end of the video, I will be breaking down from a technical standpoint the 3 stocks that will be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session. So let's get started. And today, we pretty much had a green day all across the board, except for the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones went down today 0.25%. The Russell 2000 went up 1.68%. The Nasdaq 100 went also up 1.51%, and the S&P 500 reached today a new all-time high at 39.94, and we are going to break it down in just a second, and it closed up today 0.37%. And listen guys, while I am recording this video, we have President Biden presenting his national infrastructure plan, and obviously I cannot tell you guys anything about it because I am recording the video, but tomorrow for sure I am going to be telling you guys the key points of whatever Mr. President Joe Biden is talking about as I am recording this video. And when it comes to the trades that I closed today, the first one was on Shopify. Let me show you. Let me pull up here real quick. Shopify. And in the case of Shopify, let me show you, this was a swing trade, and I called out this trade in the video that I posted on last Sunday. So take a look at this, guys. I purchased 5 shares of Shopify at $1,068 on March 25th, and I ended up selling those 5 shares at $1,094. This was a $130 profit trade. I actually closed 3 trades today, but I don't want to, I don't want this video to take too long, so I am just going to show you 2 of the trades that I closed today. So the second trade was on ChargePoint. So let me show you. This was another swing trade that I called out in one of the videos that I posted last week. So in the case of ChargePoint, I purchased 100 shares at $26.19 on March 15th. And right after I purchased these shares, guys, this stock went down a lot. It actually got down to $19 or $18 or something like that, but I never freaked out. I was pretty much sure that ChargePoint was eventually going to pull up. So today I sold 50 shares at $27.36 because I was waiting ChargePoint to keep on pulling up, right? But a bit later, after I sold 50 shares at $27.36, I noticed that ChargePoint found a very strong resistance at $27.50, so I decided to sell the other 50 shares that I had, and I ended up making $120 out of this trade. Nothing to complain about, taking into account that this was a swing trade that took me 15 days. And when it comes to the S&P 500, let's go ahead and break it down. So today we reached a new all-time high at 39.94. So tomorrow the homework for the bulls is going to be 4,000 points. No doubt about it. I have been saying here on the channel that 4,000 points seems to be acting like a magnet for the bulls in the S&P 500. So today we closed at 39.72. So tomorrow the first foreseeable resistance for the bulls is going to be the new all-time high at 39.94. And if tomorrow this index happens to pull back, the first foreseeable level of support is going to be 39.43. which already acted as a support for the bulls in 2 opportunities, and it also acted as a resistance for the bulls back on March 22nd and March 23rd. If that support happens to be broken to the downside, then the next foreseeable support for the bulls, and this is a critical support that I have been calling out here on the channel, is going to be 39.16. 39.16 has acted as a support for the bulls in the S&P 500 1, 2, 3, and 4 times before, and it also acted as a resistance for the bulls in this index back on March 10th. So let's see what happens tomorrow in the S&P 500. This is going to be pretty interesting. Are the bulls going to be able to take on 4,000 points, or is this index going to pull back and maybe retest the lows 3,900? So this is going to be very, but very interesting, all right? And the first stock of this video is going to be good old BABA, Alibaba. So let me go ahead and pull up BABA over here. And before breaking down BABA from a technical standpoint, I want to tell you guys something quickly. Listen, many of you have asked me like, hey Alvaro, are the Chinese companies that trade in the United States stock market going to be delisted? And there is a lot of disinformation when it comes to this matter. Let me tell you, what is exactly going on over here, because obviously we have political tensions, right, between the Chinese and the United States and the Chinese and the Western world in general terms. But what is going on here really? Listen, the Securities and Exchange Commission gave the Chinese companies that trade in the United States stock market a 3-year span to comply with the auditing practices that apply for the American companies that trade in the United States stock market. Okay? So every single Chinese company, BABA, Tencent, Baidu, NIO, right, and all of the Chinese companies that are trading in the US stock market were given a 3-year span, okay, to comply, as I said before, with the same auditing practices that apply for the American companies that trade in the US market. That is what is going on. No Chinese company is going to be delisted, at least not in the short and the medium term. Who knows, 2 or 3 years out, who could happen, right? So stop freaking out about that, because that's not a risk that is happening, you know, in an imminent way in the short term, right? And when it comes to the technicals of BABA, so BABA went down today 1.10%. It closed today's trading session at $226. And you guys can clearly see here on the 4-hour chart a downtrend channel, okay? So BABA has been downtrending lately, and as of now, and for those who might be interested in starting a long-term position here, BABA is trading 29% of its high. So we have a very, but very compelling long-term discount over here. So what's my plan when it comes to BABA? Listen, I have two plans over here. My first plan would be a day trade. So if BABA, because BABA closed today, as I said before, at $226, if tomorrow I see BABA visiting $225, which has acted as a very strong support for BABA in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times before, I will probably be picking up, say, 50 or 70 shares of BABA in order to take a day trade, because the next foreseeable resistance for BABA is going to be the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart at $232. So say that you pick up, or I pick up rather, 50 or 70 shares of BABA at $225, and I write them up to the 50 SMA, we're talking about a 3% profit. That's a very solid profit, taking into account that I am talking about a day trade. However, if BABA happens to break the support at $225, then I might be considering a swing trade on BABA if it happens to pull back down to $217, which was the low for BABA on March 26th. And take a look at this. From $217 up to the 180 SMA, which would be a very nice price target to take a swing trade, we are talking about a 10% profit. This is a great profit, taking into account that this would be a swing trade, okay? And mind you, BABA could also be a momentum play because, take a look at this, the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart coincides, yeah, it pretty much coincides with the higher line of this downtrend channel. So if we say that BABA pulls up and it breaks above, if it bursts above the 50 SMA on the 4-hour chart, and by doing so also bursts above the higher line of this downtrend channel, then BABA is definitely going to be off to the races, say up to the 180 SMA, which would be almost a 3.5% profit. So BABA is looking very attractive in this area, guys. So keep a close watch on BABA tomorrow, either visiting the $225 or bursting above $232 per share. And the second stock of this video is going to be IZEA, ticker symbol IZEA. And this is a stock that you guys have been telling me to analyze left and right, and I don't know much about this company, so I am going to read here for you. IZEA is a company that basically engages in the creation of marketing campaigns for influencers. Okay, this is a small cap company with a market capitalization of $218 million. This company was founded in 2006 and is based in Florida, in Winter Park. IZEA reported earnings yesterday, and they reported sales of $6.4 million, beating the analyst consensus estimate of $5 million. And they also reported a net loss of $1 million in Q4 of 2020 compared to a loss of $2.3 million in Q4 of 2019. So, and since I have been getting so many requests to make a video about IZEA, I am going to take a deep dive into this stock, and I will probably be posting a video anytime soon, a video, exclusively based on IZEA. And when it comes to the technicals of this stock went down today 4.80%. It closed today's trading session at $3.77. And I am going to zoom in here on the 4-hour chart and take a look at this. This was absolutely insane. IZEA was trading on January 8th at $1.08, and it went up $7.45 in a matter of 20 days. Unbelievable. This was a run-up of 319%. My goodness. Who could have thought this, right? So if any of you wants to take a trade on IZEA, take a look at this. IZEA has been trading inside a consolidation channel, all right? It has been bouncing up and down inside this consolidation channel. So I'm thinking, and I am going to keep a close watch on IZEA. If I happen to see IZEA visiting $3.45, I might pick up some shares to take a swing trade, right? And what would be my price target in this trade? It would be the upper line of this consolidation channel at around $4.56. That would imply a profit of 23%, a very nice profit for a swing trade, okay? However, if I take this trade and IZEA happens to break the lower line of this consolidation channel, I will be cutting the loss below $3 per share, okay? The RSI of IZEA is at 41 points, so let's say that IZEA is neither oversold nor overbought. And if any of you is bullish on this stock, let's say that IZEA is trading as of now 50% of its high. So we have a very attractive discount over here from a long-term perspective. This stock has a brutal resistance at $4.61. IZEA has failed at $4.61 in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 opportunities in the past. So I am thinking that if IZEA happens to burst above the moving averages, the 180 SMA and the 50 SMA, and also breaks above the upper line of this consolidation channel, it could be off to the races, okay? Because this has been a very strong area of resistance for IZEA. So say that it breaks $4.60. The next foreseeable resistance is going to be $5.53. So this could very well be a momentum play if we happen to see IZEA looking like bursting above $4.60. So keep a close watch on IZEA as well. And the last stock of this video is going to be good old Apple, okay? And in the case of Apple, it went up today 1.88%, up $2.25, and it closed today's trading session at $122.15. And listen, guys, we have a critical resistance coming up for Apple at $126. $126 has acted as a resistance for Apple in 1, 2, and 3 opportunities before, but it also acted as a support for Apple back on January 6th and also back on January 15th. So this is going to be a critical area of resistance for the bulls, and my plan would be the following. I would like to see Apple pulling back down to $120. And why? Well, because $120 has also acted as a support for Apple in 1, 2, and 3, and 4 opportunities in the past. So if Apple happens to visit $120 in normal market conditions, obviously, it is very likely to find a good support over there. So if I buy say 50 or 60 shares at $120, I would be locking in the profit precisely at $126. If so, we are talking about a 5% profit, okay? Another possible trade on Apple would be a momentum trade. Because yeah, if I pick say 50 shares at $120 and I sell them at 126, that might be an overnight trade or a swing trade, okay? But Apple could also be a day trade, right? And why? Well, because if Apple happens to burst above $126 on good momentum and volume, the next foreseeable resistance is going to be $128, okay? Which has also acted as a resistance for Apple in 1 and 2 opportunities before, and it also acted as a support for Apple back on, this was on January 31st of last year. So I'm thinking, if I see that Apple can burst above $126, if I see that Apple is trading on good volume, I could pick up 100 shares and write them up to $128, in which case I would be making a 2.5% profit, okay? The RSI is at 55 points, so Apple is neither oversold nor overbooked. And take a look at this, and for those who might be interested in opening or starting a long-term position on Apple, Apple is trading as of now 15% of its highs. So we have a very attractive long-term discount on Apple. So watch out for Apple tomorrow, guys, either visiting $120 and holding that price or looking like it can burst above $126. And with Apple, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember that we are posting these videos Mondays through Thursdays, so if you want to get our notifications in a timely manner, you'd better be subscribed to the channel and you'd better activate the notification bell. If you found value in this video, please hit the like button for me. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the stock market, but we do it in 2 different languages. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow once again right after the market closes. Peace out.